Welcome to Arizona Barrio Stories and Latino USA TV. Welcome to the hot summer. We are here, but we're here to stay. Thank you for being a part of this unique platform. Thank you for following us and submitting stories. We're here for you. This is your platform. Today we have Alex Juarez with AARP Arizona. Welcome, Alex.
Hola, Irma. Hello. Great.
How are you surviving?
Well, it's been warm. Not too warm yet, but a few days that go over 110. That's pretty hot.
And you have a hot subject today.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to be talking about fraud again. The visuals. We created a guide, basically a visual guide that can help us identify fraud.
We have lots of friends out there, a lot of followers that have messaged me, and they have said they've been hit with some type of scam or fraud or daily somebody is being impacted by these things that are happening to us now.
Unfortunately, I think everybody knows of someone that has been scammed or has tried to be scammed, or we have experienced that as well. So we have 10 different ways, visual ways, that you can identify that fraud. And the chart that you're going to be seeing on screen there basically explains all these different visual effects really on how to identify it. And the first one, number one, is how do you identify, when you receive a text message on your phone and you think like, wait a minute, I don't know who's sending me this, but could it be real? Could it not be real? I think the rule of thumb here, Irma, is if you don't know the person that's sending you that text message, if you don't know the telephone number, you've got to, raise your red flag there. Alert, this could be a scam. It could be fraud. I've got to be very careful, especially if they're asking you to click on a link that will take you somewhere else. That's where it gets very dangerous, because that's where they can either download something into your phone, with a virus. So you got to be very careful with those text messages that we receive. Sometimes we receive text messages of someone saying, "Hi, how are you?"
You took the words out of my mouth. It might be something very simple. Hello, good morning. How are you?
Exactly. Yeah. You're like, wait a minute. I don't know the number, but they're very friendly. Should I respond? Don't do it. Don't be tempted to respond to those. If you don't know who it is.
Who are you?
Exactly. No, don't even do that. Absolutely. Just ignore it. Send it to spam. Just report it. Report it as spam or junk. That's the best thing that we can do with that. So let's be clear on that. Don't click on those messages. Number two, text message about for example, a Netflix account. That something happened to your Netflix account and you need to re-enter your passwords. We got to be very careful with those. Netflix is not going to be sending us a message about that. So we got to be very careful. If you receive a message either through your phone or your email, saying, "Hey, there's a problem with your Netflix account. You gotta go in here and click on this link." That's another red flag there. We got to be very careful. If you're curious about it, if you think that they could be true, I would recommend definitely going directly into your app, Netflix app, or in the website of Netflix, and clicking, there, then entering your information there. Yes. Find out if it's true or not that they sent you a message. But not if you receive the message via email or text. More than likely, those will be scams.
Another company other than Netflix, I've seen and I've heard of other people say certain banks, either Chase or Wells Fargo or whoever you bank with, they'll send you an alert saying fraud has been detected.
Exactly.
You need to click on this link. And it's like, you have to stop for a minute and think, well, first of all, do I even have an account with them? It might be something like Amazon, or UPS. We can't deliver your package. I'm thinking, package? What package?
What package? Exactly. And now we have to be very careful, because with AI, they can create everything that looks identical to the real thing. In the past, they would make a lot of mistakes, grammar-wise. Maybe the logo was a little bit different. But with AI, they can create these text messages that look identical to the real thing. So again, never click on those. Go directly to the source. That's very important.
Good to know.
Absolutely. Number three, you probably have received it, because I know I've received a whole bunch of them. car warranties. Your car warranty is going to be about to expire. And you're like, wow, that is true. It could be possible that my warranty is going to be expiring. And who wants to receive a $5,000 bill, for a repair? I don't want that. So I'm intrigued about it. But guess what? More than likely, it's going to be a scam. They're going to ask you to click on the link, and it's going to take you somewhere else. And they're going to be asking for a lot of information. They're going to probably sell you something that you don't need. So again, a red flag there. It's probably a scam. Don't do it. If you're interested in purchasing a car warranty, go directly to their websites, directly, not through the links that you receive via email or through your text as well. Very important.
Good to know.
Yes. We talk about number 4 now, fake business emails, and you talked about it. Banks. It can be Amazon, it could be Walmart, it could be different type of businesses. So do you receive a message from any of these businesses, you thinking that it's the real thing? Again, very careful with them. Anything that you receive via email, via text message, we've got to be very careful with those. I would definitely just recommend that you don't click on any of those links. If you're curious about it, for example, if you receive a message from the USPS, United States Postal Service, saying, hey, your package was not delivered, contact us or click on this link. Absolutely not. If you're curious, go directly to the USPS website and find out if that's a real email or a real text message. But anything that comes through the text message or the email, be aware of that one.
I've gotten one from Home Depot.
Home Depot
You have
as well?
won $500 gift card. And I thought, oh, really?
Exactly. Lotteries, the lotteries, you won the lottery as well. All you have to do is just pay the tax on it. And there's people that send the money for the tax, and that's how they start making their money on it. So never believe those, we have to be so careful with this nowadays. And number 5, we're going to talk about, and I think we've all experienced this, gift cards. You probably have received something that says, you can pay through a gift card. Anytime, I can guarantee you 99% of the time, if someone is asking you to pay with a gift card, they're doing it for a reason. Gift cards are very hard to trace. Once you pay via a gift card, that money is gone. You're not going to recover that money. So as a matter of fact, it happened to us at AARP. We purchased 8 gift cards from a grocery store, Visa cards, okay? 4 of them had already been used. We had 0 balance on those cards. When we went back to the grocery store, and I'm not going to say the name of the grocery store here, but we went back to the grocery store and they told us, there's nothing we can do. You have to contact a vendor, Visa. So we did. We contacted Visa. Visa said, well, there's nothing we can do about it. You have to go back to the place where you purchased it. They were just going back and forth. So we decided to involve a consumer protection, a TV station involved. And once we got that involved, they immediately reacted and we got refunded. But not everybody can do that. AARP is a large organization. We have a lot of power behind us and advocacy. We have 36 million members. So that's, when AARP speaks, people listen. But a single consumer, it's going to be very difficult for them to get that money back. So you got to be very careful with gift cards. As a matter of fact, we recommend, if you're going to be purchasing a gift card, you either go to all the way in the back of the gift cards where they have the gift cards. Unfortunately, they have those gift cards out in the open. So anybody can just grab them. And we don't know 100%, how they get those numbers. It's very difficult,
Don't you have to scratch them? Yeah.
Exactly, but somehow or another, they get a number and then they put it probably through a system in their computers, and it's automated. Everything is automated. It just runs until it picks up something that where they can download the money. So we got to be very careful with those again. So be aware. If you receive emails, if you receive text messages, they're asking you to do something or click on a system, what do, Irma?
Run, flee.
Ignore them, right? Absolutely, ignore them. And I think on our next show, we'll talk about 5 more.
Alex, we want to create an atmosphere of awareness and not paranoia.
Yes.
I want to thank you because somebody in our audience either has already gone through it, right, or somebody out there is lurking to try to victimize them.
Absolutely. And I think you'll see a number on the screen. That's our AARP Fraud Watch Network. We have representatives, volunteers that work there and can give you more expertise. They can give you their expertise opinion. They can give you tips. They can provide you resources on how to prevent fraud.
Thank you, Alex, and I can't wait for the next show. It's going to be good, I know.
Thank you, Irma.
Well, like I said, we do not want to create an atmosphere of paranoia, but awareness. Awareness. Be smart as you click on not click, but you visit your either your Facebook site or your phone and you see something and your gut tells you, back off. We want you safe. Thank you for watching today, and we're going to see you on our next show. Thank you from Arizona Barrio Stories and Latino USA TV. We will see you soon.